In 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, they're about
Pretty
1
synced
second.
up.
Yeah, about 1 second. That's what it
Cube and button-based testing remains an important tool for science.
Yeah.
Even
Starting
in a dire
off with the
emergency. If
first
cube and
chapter,
button-based testing
movement
caused
heavy
this
chapter. Not too many tricks here. Ooh, both getting a 14. It's pretty
If you
good.
feel liquid running down your neck,
And we're actually seeing quite
relax,
a lot of support
lie
for
on your
left
back,
the chest.
and apply immediate pressure to
Yeah.
your temples.
Pressure.
You are simply experiencing a rare reaction
I mean, I
in
don't
which the
really
material
know who to root
emancipation
for.
drill
I like
may
both
have
runners,
emancipated
so.
the ear tubes
I mean,
inside
they're
your
both
head.
good.
And they are both really good, yes, so.
Actually, both of these are
Good.
full game runners.
Because of the technical
Well,
difficulties we are
Legs
currently
has
experiencing,
quite a lot
your testing.
of CM recently.
If the Earth is currently governed by a manner of Animal King,
Yeah,
Sentient Cloud,
so
or
can't
other
even
governing
is
body
the
that
world
either
record
refuses
over there.
to or is
Let
incapable
us
of
race number 2 at the moment on speedrun.com for speedrun mod.
Yeah, for speedrun mode he is number 2, but for regular game I think he's 4th or 5th or something. So definitely good.
Yeah, definitely.
And let us race
Some emergency testing may require prolonged interaction with lethal military androids. Rest assured that all lethal.
I just like seeing custom guns. I don't know why.
This
Well,
next test
his
is
gun,
very dangerous.
his gun's FOV
To help
is a
you
bit
remain
different,
tranquil in
so
the
that's
face
kind of
almost certain
custom,
death.
but
Smooth jazz will be
yes, that
deployed
works too.
in 3, 2, 1.
I just want to say I love this.
You have
I
trapped
love
yourself.
the
Congratulations.
this duel.
The exit door is now open.
It just looks really stupid. It's actually used I think twice in the entire game. That's kind of what I like about Portal 2. Can't even just make it up the stairs. That can
If the
happen.
enrichment center is currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space,
apparently the
please
game
avoid
audio is
unsheltered
too
testing
loud,
areas
so
wherever a
can
lack
you
of shelter from space debris. Well done. The enrichment
Yeah.
center reminds you that although circumstances may appear bleak,
I've never
you
used
are
that before, so hopefully I can. I think it's pretty
This
intuitive
next
how
test
to do
applies the
it.
principles of momentum to movement through
can't
portals.
even
If the laws of
massively
physics
mess
no
up
longer
on-
apply, if you are a non-employee who has discovered this
Those are
facility amid the
definitely something
ruins
you
of
need to practice,
civilization,
but I
welcome.
really would have
And
assumed you got
remember,
this first
testing is the future, and the future starts with you.
Alright, lower the volume by 200. Please
Good
tell
work
me
getting
if
this
it's
far,
good in
future
the
starter.
chat.
That said, to ensure
I'm
that
not gonna
sufficient
say
power
that.
remains for core
I don't
testing
know what that
protocols,
means.
all safety devices have
It's
been
good.
disabled.
Perfect.
The
Thank
enrichment
you.
center respects your right
I
to
know
have
the first
questions
word
or
means
concerns about this
hello,
policy.
but I don't know what the second word is. I'm not even going to bother pronouncing it.
Hello? Hello? Excuse me?
Oh, where did Kent even mess up?
That was Future Starter. No, not that one. Cube Momentum, that's it. The one before.
Okay, yeah, that one is prone to messing up.
Yeah, portal stands are really weird, because, well, you stand halfway through a portal, you shoot the color that you're standing in, and immediately press backwards. So, and the timing for that is really tight. It has to be basically at the exact same time.
Alright,
That that is just practice, really.
Yeah. Lower the audio a bit more.
Going into Incinerator, you'll see both of these runners actually
The
are
incinerator
moving
room.
while
Be
falling.
careful not
That
to
is another
trip
thing
over any
that is
parts
mod
of me.
specific.
There it is.
Because
Once
usually it's
plugged,
about, I
you
think it's
have into a
14
portal
seconds of
device.
literally nothing.
There.
Then you can actually start the run.
Yeah.
So that saves about 4 seconds or so. Worth going for, because you don't really lose any time if you miss it.
Can't even get a better one. But Led is still
Sorry
ahead
about
by
the
a few
mess.
seconds.
I've really let the place go
Yeah,
since you killed me.
Cube
By the
Momentum
way,
is
thanks for that.
a
Not
map,
bad.
I'll say that. Oh, and
Really let the
missing
place
the
go
small
since you
fling.
killed me.
That's gonna
By
go
the
for a few
way,
seconds.
thanks. Not bad. I forgot
second
how
try.
good you are at this. You should pace
That
yourself,
one,
though.
that fling is quite dependent on where the blue portal is, or at least where the first portal is on the wall. That needs to be as
This
far
next
to the
test
wall as
involves
possible for you to actually
discouragement
get it.
redirection cubes. I just finished building them before you had your, well, episode. Well done. Here come
Laser
the test
Stairs
results.
is, again, a
You
really
are
fun
a
map,
horrible person.
line through my teeth. It is... I
Don't let
don't
that
actually know
horrible
how
person
this
thing
was...
discourage you. It's just a data point.
How this
If it
wasn't
makes you feel
caused
any
during
better,
playtesting, because it's
Science
so
has
easy
now
to cheat.
validated your birth mother.
Yeah,
Congratulations. Not
I've
on
watched
the
one of
test.
the trailers
Most
for
people
Portal
emerge
2
from
and
suspension.
like back then the chamber looked different, but it still had that
One
exploit,
moment.
so it's surprising they didn't catch that.
What is
We're
doing?
navigating these test
Messing up
chambers
laser switch
faster
glitches
than I
like
can build
3
them.
times in a
So
row.
feel free to slow down.
Man, hate
what-
to see it
Do
happen.
whatever it is
Yeah, that's
you
why
do.
you save
I'll
there
give
at the
you
door,
credit.
so that
I
doesn't
guess
happen.
you are listening to me.
Yeah,
But for
you
the
need to
record,
kind of save
you
for this
don't
one
have to.
portal. Laser switch glitch, I might as well explain that, is where you activate, where you have one laser receiver activated, and then by placing a portal, you
This
activate
next
the
test
second one.
involves the aperture
So
science
both are
area
technically
faith plate.
activated for
It was
exactly
part of
one
an
frame,
initiative to
or one
investigate
tick,
how
doesn't
well
matter.
test subjects could solve
And because of that,
problems when
and
they
because
were
you're already
catapulted
held up
into
against the
space.
door just
Results
opens for
were
you
highly
automatically.
informed. Here's an
That's
interesting
used a
fact.
few times
You're
throughout
not
the
breathing
entire
real
run,
air.
not that
It's
many
too
really,
expensive.
but it's really useful, and that orange portal,
Let's see what the
or
next
saying
test
orange, that
is.
second portal
Oh,
is
advanced
weirdly
aerial
precise, I
faith
just want to say
plates.
that. So it's
Well,
quite easy to
have
mess
fun
up.
soaring through the air without a care in the world. I have to go to the wing that was made entirely of glass and pick
That
up
is already
15
quite a
acres
bit
of broken
ahead.
glass. By
Yeah, he's
myself.
in Trust Lanes, that's
Oh,
about a
sorry.
map-ish.
I'm still cleaning out the test chambers.
Yeah, about a map
so
and a half.
sometimes there's still trash in them.
Right?
Standing
fair-
around, smelling and being useless.
Yeah, to be fair, I think Kent even
Try
just
to
like
avoid the
woke up
garbage
or
hurtling
something.
towards
That's
you.
why he's
Remember
struggling a
before
bit.
when I was talking about
For
smelly
some reason,
garbage
that's quite
standing
common
around
with
being useless?
this tournament.
Hmm.
People from
yeah.
Europe
Did
and
you
people
know
from
that
the
people with
US
guilty
are racing together.
consciences are more easily
So we have
startled
Russia
by loud
versus
noise?
America. It's quite a big time difference.
I'm sorry. I don't know why that went off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Let us try
I don't
Super
know
removal
why that
throw.
went off.
Yeah,
Anyway,
missing the super
just an
reveal.
interesting science fact.
I can talk.
Every
Missing
test
that thing
chamber
for
is
the first time,
equipped with
getting
an
it second try.
emancipation grill and
That
its
is,
exit, so
you
that
see both
test
runners
subjects
at
can
least have something in the top left corner that is, that shows you position, angle, and velocity of your player. And if you
This
look at
next
the
test
angle
involves
of where you're looking
emancipation
at, then you
grills.
can get
Remember,
stuck
I told
pretty
you about them
consistently.
in the last test area that did not have one.
And Lestrade just barely making the floor shot there. That's reasonably tight timing.
Yeah. If you miss it, you have to take the old route, which is only like a second slower normally, but it's a lot slower if you miss the floor shot, and then have to do the backup.
Oh, cube grab led astray. That is not something you see often.
Yeah,
You
he-
get the
You
reportal
he's good
first
at
try.
that.
sailing through the air majestically, like an
And get the
eagle,
reportal first try. That was really
piloting a
weird.
blimp.
Bing. Can't even. Not doing that cube
Enjoy
grab.
this next
Just
test.
going.
I'm going to
slightly
go
more
to the
to the right.
surface. It's
Well,
a
that should be the
beautiful
same.
day out. Yesterday I saw a deer.
Oh yeah,
if
I
you solve
definitely
this
know.
next test,
The
maybe I'll
roots
let you ride
going
an
here
elevator
with
all the way up to the break
whatever
room.
this ricochet. That's what
And
it's
I'll
called.
tell you about the
Can't
time
even
I
does
saw
a
a deer
reportal
again.
to get that cube. That's
Oh yeah,
about
he starts off
Yeah.
with the
You
report.
passed the test.
Yeah, that's about 2 seconds faster.
didn't
It's
see
really
the
just
deer
personal
today.
preference at this point. Especially because it's quite early in the run. They saw a reportal. That's not really that much faster. Just personal. Bridge
These
intro,
bridges
this
are
map
made
sucks.
from natural
Honestly, it
bark
does.
that
It
I
is
pump
very
in from
movement
the
heavy.
surface.
And
If you rubbed your
technically
cheek on
cycle-based,
one,
because
it
the
would
cube
be
comes
like
down
standing outside with
every
the
couple of
sun
seconds.
shining on your face.
It's not really that
It
bad.
would also set your hair on fire, so don't actually do it.
And let us train not going for
Excellent.
the
You're a
second
predator, and these
cube-
tests are your
cube
prey.
blade.
Yeah,
in
good
the game.
choice. Good choice.
And can't even. I know he does this.
Good news.
He
I
would,
figured
can't
out what
even
to
will
do
do
with
the
all the
cube
money I
glass.
save
No matter
recycling
if-
your one
He does
room
like
full of
6
hair.
times.
When you die,
That's-
I'm going to
he's-
laminate your
oh my
skeleton and
God.
I
pose
mean,
you in
he's
the lobby.
like get-
semi-consistent.
future
It gets it first
generations
trial.
can learn
Of
from-
course.
So you saved
future
like 3
generations
seconds
can
doing
learn
that,
from you how
something
Yeah.
like that.
In the
future
regular game,
generations
you have to
can
wait
learn
for
from you
dialogue
how
anyway,
not
but
to have
because
your
this is the mod, that
unfortunate
gets
bone
cut out,
struck.
so
Well done.
it
In
doesn't
fact,
really
you did
matter
so
so much in
well,
the
I'm
mod,
going
but
to
in
note
the
this on your
full
file.
game,
In the
in
commendation.
the full game, you can easily mess it up like twice or so. But in the
This
mod, you
next
have
test
you
involves
don't have dialogue you
turrets.
need to wait for.
You remember them, right? They're the
And while
pale
I'm just
spherical
explaining
things
that,
that are
Candy
full of
got the
bullets.
bridge over goo,
Oh,
which
wait,
is
that's you
really
in
good
5
in.
seconds. Good
That's
luck.
reportal, something else. He is really good, and they're now actually on the same map. They're about, I'd say, 5 seconds. Yeah, about 5 seconds-ish behind.
Yeah, I can't even count up a bit. Let's see,
To maintain a
45.
constant
really good
testing
in bridge
cycle,
over-
I
in,
simulate
12
daylight at all
bridge over goo.
hours and add
Problem.
adrenal vapor to your oxygen supply. So you may be confused
And
about
bridge
the
the
passage
gap.
of time. The point
Oh,
is,
that, sorry.
yesterday was...
It is
let's
That
have
jumpsuit you're
laser,
wearing
yeah,
looks stupid.
laser switch glitch.
That's
yeah,
not me
a
talking.
second
It's right
of
here in
actually
your
not
file.
that many. What is
On
Candy
other
even
people,
doing?
it looks fine.
Apparently
But
that
that
right
one
there, a
is
scientist
annoying,
has
yeah.
noted
Yeah, apparently
that
that
our
orange
unit
portal
looks
was
stupid.
not that
Well,
good.
what does a
well set up.
neck-bearded old engineer know about... I'm going
And
through
let
the
us
list
let
of
us Stray
test
actually go
subjects
for
in
the
cryogenic
challenge mode
storage.
routes in whatever that map is called. I forget. I'm been playing a lot of tag
I
lately.
have a surprise waiting for
Oh,
you
it's called
after
turret
this next
blocker.
test.
Normally you get
Telling
a
you
turret
would spoil
boost,
the surprise.
and
So I'll just give you a hint.
you can fly
It
to the end
involves
to grab the
meeting
cube
two
there.
people you haven't seen in a long time.
And this is laser versus turret. One of the few maps where you do intended strats, mostly intended.
Yeah, in the early game you can skip a load of... Actually, in the early game, I should say, you have more chambers that you just do the regular route faster.
It says this
Once you
next
get
test
like
was
chapter
designed by one of
6 and
Aperture's
onwards, it
Nobel
is
Prize winners. It doesn't
interesting,
say what
let's
the
say.
prize was for. Well,
Yeah,
I know
And
it wasn't
it's
for
also
paying
really
you
common
to
to not
neurotoxin.
fry all 4 of the turrets using that laser. So you have to
I
like,
bet
wait
you
for one
think
to
I forgot
deactivate
about
and
your
then bunny hop around
surprise.
it. That's really
I
annoying.
didn't. In fact,
So it's worth wasting 2 seconds to get all 4 turrets.
Pull the rug
Ooh.
moment. How is that gonna be
Hate to see
good?
it happen.
I made it all up.
Okay, that cube sometimes
Surprise.
falls off the button if you put it
Oh,
slightly
come on.
towards the
If
back.
it makes you feel any better, they abandoned you at birth. So I
Let
very
us try a
seriously
gold
doubt
blocker.
they'd even want to see you.
Very nice reportal. That doesn't really save that much time and is like actually a really difficult reportal, I should say, because of just how you enter the blue portal, or orange in this case.
Well, you know the old
Can't even get through
formula.
well first try.
Comedy equals tragedy plus time.
I was
Definitely
waiting
something
for
to
him
show
not
I've
to
been
kill the
asleep
turret.
for a while, so I guess it's
But he did.
actually pretty funny when you do the math.
And here we have laser chaining. Here we're going to see 2 completely different routes from lead and candy. Because actually the cube order is different. You see how well
You
the
missed that.
order the 2 runners
I
place
thought
the cubes
about our
in
dilemma,
is swapped.
and I came
That's
up
the
with a
only difference.
solution that I
That is the
honestly...
difference, should say.
Yeah, the route
Can't
can't
even
even.
first gets... Yeah, can't
The
even
route
first
does
gets
should
one
be
cube and
fast.
then
regulations
manually line it
require
up.
me to warn you that this next test chamber is...
There's not many people that actually do this route. I think
good.
it's...
That's
Can't even...
right.
I want to say
The
M Sushi as
facility is
well,
completely
Zaibe and Burger,
operational again.
my co-commentator.
Hey,
I think you're like the only 4 that do it. Out
I've
of the
got a
hundreds of
surprise
people
for
that
you
do this
after
game.
this next test.
It's really
Not a
weird.
fake, tragic surprise
yeah,
like
the
last
first
time.
jump is the hardest
A
part in my
real
opinion.
surprise with tragic...
But
What's going on?
lining up the first cube is also can be annoying.
Run! Come on, I'm closing the doors. Okay, quick recap. We
Right,
are
let us
escaped.
try
Alright,
on
that's what's happening. We're
jailbreak.
escaping.
Let's see if he
So you're
gets
doing
the
great,
stair
keep running.
boost.
Quick word about the future plans that I've got in
Yeah,
store.
this stair boost
We're
is
gonna
really
shut
annoying,
down
Yeah,
because
I
sometimes you
really
bonk your head
almost
onto
did the last test.
neurotoxin and then
a wall on top.
again though,
top
for the
you.
moment. Run!
Actually,
Was
if you
fine,
get...
though.
Yeah, that was actually pretty clean. That was really clean.
Come
If
on,
you
come on!
get that stair boost, then you skip a trigger for a bridge to come up under you. So usually you would have a bridge which you need to walk up slightly and then start body hopping again. That's a bit unusual to do that.
Alright,
But
Led is
skipping-
gonna do this. It's pretty cool jump here.
Yeah, Can't Even's gonna do this as well. This is one of the few speedrun mode only tricks in the entire game. What a game. Because the door at the end of that catwalk is already open, you can just portal through there. But there's a few invisible walls where that turret was that Can't Even just shot past, which you need to jump over. That's really the tricky part. And yeah, invisible walls and a death trigger. So
Yeah, you want to have you have to have just the right amount of speed there, otherwise you will you will die.
I almost got a job down
Yeah.
here in manufacturing, but guess who the foreman went with?
and both runners are using Silverite. This is well, so you can actually see what's going on. It's either 1 or 4 console commands depending on what you use, and that just makes this underground section a bit brighter. Because depending on the monitor you are using, it can sometimes be physically impossible to see what you're doing. And it can also be the case that the runner
Turret
can see what
redemption
they're
lines
doing,
are not
but if they're
rides.
streaming
Please
or
exit
have
the
this
turret
on
redemption
YouTube,
line.
due to video compression, the viewer cannot see what the hell they're doing. So just make it brighter, then everything's fine. It's just easy to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, definitely. It's more for the viewers than for the runners. Okay, let's see. That is going for turrets. And pretty sure can't even goes for turretless here.
Yeah, I know.
Follow
Yeah, I
me,
know.
you're gonna love this.
Caddy is going for the second pancake shot.
Ta-da!
He's actually
Only
missed
the
his
turret
first one.
controls
I was in
that should
secret
do it.
panel with Weekly.
What are you?
The doors
brilliant,
here
that's brilliant.
have a tiny gap in them that is less than 1 pixel.
Was there any sort
So you
of
need
electrical
a stupidly precise lineup to shoot
buzzer
through
or
the
an
door.
alarm of some kind, or like a hacker alert?
I have no idea how that wasn't,
Bring
well,
your
it's easily how it
daughter
wasn't
to work
found.
day.
I have
That
no
did
idea how
not
it
end well.
was found, I should say.
And
Rizzo, the maker of
40
this mod, is
potato
just a
batteries.
genius
Embarrassing.
in many
I
ways.
mean, I realise they're children, but
Finding
still,
that
you
as
know,
well as like a
low-hanging
million other
fruit
tricks.
or what? Barely science, really, is it?
Yeah, I'm sure it was
Don't
a
worry,
great
I'm
day when it
absolutely
was found.
guaranteeing you 100%.
Oh yeah,
Okay, let's try this
the
one.
the
All right,
video
now,
he
she
made
can't
when he
use her tongue.
finally got that trick it's just really funny. I like watching it. There.
Ha! I knew we were going the right way.
Neurotoxin sabotage.
This
This
is the
map is
neurotoxin
entirely
generator.
on a
Bit bigger than
cycle.
I expected.
At least when you
Not
press
gonna
the
be able to
button,
just, you know,
because
push it
well, in
over.
the
Have
in the
to
normal
apply-
game,
There's
there
that
are
handiwork.
panels
I
coming
shouldn't
up
laugh, really. They
that
do
you can
feel
place
pain.
portals
It's all
on
simulated,
to break
you
the
know.
tubes with neurotoxin in them.
We don't know what that button-
It's less of a deal in the mod because there's more of them.
You smell neurotoxin?
You now see how the
Hold on,
panels are
neurotoxin-
next to
hold
each
on,
other.
There's a lot of
In the
them,
neurotoxin
yeah.
levels up to
Yes,
50.
in
That
the
did it.
base game, there's like 1 every 3 panels or so. So you have to wait quite a while. So, for all intents and purposes, this map is on a cycle. You can only really get like 1 of 3 times if you do it properly. And we skip a big cutscene called Speedrun of about a minute or so. Forgot the exact time.
Not so fast.
And then,
Think about this.
let us straight
You
not
need
getting
to be
that
a trained-
weirdly. That
Stalemate
is
resolved.
that is different. But yeah, these 3 maps next to each other are a cutscene, a really long map where you do like 2 things, and then another cutscene. So this part of the game is just annoying for how little you do in the span of like 10
Yeah.
minutes.
It's really not that hard to mess up, so... So let's finish that with a 1552, which is pretty good. Definitely pretty good.
And Kant even does get that strafe, panel skip, whatever you want to call it. And actually, in my opinion, I'd say Chapter 6 is the most movement-intensive part of the game. Because there's not really any difficult tricks. Quote me on that. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah,
There's
I think the tricks are hard. I don't know about movement, but
I was going to say the opposite. The only thing that I would find difficult is what Letterstray is doing right now, the elevator skip. Gets a first shot because, well, of course he does. That is a precise shot, but it's nowhere near as precise as a pancake shot, let's put it that way. You can technically shoot through the level geometry and just shoot a panel, and then do a reportal to skip like a minute or so.
oof.
And he
Is
might
that
have
save
saved...
good? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that was a really weird save. Saved far too late, in my opinion, of course. Well, what am I to say? I'm not even on the leaderboards.
No, I saved way earlier than that too.
This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the
Yeah, well,
control
can't,
group, by
yeah,
the way.
well,
You
can't
get
even
the
is
gel.
now. Well,
Last
do
poor son of a
before
gun
the
got blue
removal.
paint.
And weirdly, having trouble
Oh,
with
joking
that.
aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic,
Getting a
but
first round, though.
informative. Or so I'm told.
Alright,
And
repulsion
Letterstray is
intro.
not going for cube clip.
For this next test, we put
Well, I
nanoparticles in
did
the
kind
gel.
of want to see
In
it.
layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos
I'm
sure we'll
that
see it.
travel into your bloodstream and pump
Canteen, not quite sure if Canteen does it. Probably not, though.
Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't
Let's
worry.
go for
Both
it.
guns
That's
go.
Share the lobby and work wearing lead underpants
That's
so we
really
took
good.
care of
A
that
button
too.
glitch. I think we did also see that in Future Starter in map in
in
Chapter
case you
1.
got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some
It does
advice
go for
the
cube
lab
clip,
boys
fantastic.
gave me. Do not
The-
get
So
covered
good.
in the repulsion.
Yeah, weirdly consistent. Like, I don't know why he's so good at that.
All these
So
science
the
spheres
button
are made of
glitch
asbestos,
is
by the way. Keeps out the rats.
you activate
Let us know
and then
if you feel a
deactivate
shortness
the
of breath,
button
a
one
persistent
frame
dry
apart.
cough, or your heart
And that
stopping.
causes the game to be confused and just keep a thing
I like
open.
your style. You make up
Technically,
your
you
own
can do the
rules,
button
just
glitch
like me.
on the button that can't even just pressed, but it's really precise because there's no actual lineup. You need to like mash your keyboard to do that. You need to press left, right, left in the space of like half a second. That's really difficult. So it's like CM only.
Now, if you're part of
There is,
control
like,
group
a
Kepler
lineup,
7, we implanted a tiny microchip
no one
about
really
the
uses
size
it
of
in
a
full game.
postcard into your skull. Most likely
sure
you
about
forgot it's
CM.
even there. But if it starts
CM is
vibrating and
used
beeping
quite a lot
during
because
this
it does
next
save
test,
getting,
let us
does
know.
skip
Because
getting
that means
back
it's
to you.
about to hit 500
And
degrees.
let us try going for a.
Stock launch.
That's it. Thank you. I blanked on the word. That is, well, as it said, you get stuck and then you yeet yourself and then you're at the end of the level. I believe it's because you're
Congratulations.
clipping
The
against a
simple
pipe,
fact that you're
which is
standing here
round,
listening to
but
me
it's
means
supposed to
you've
be
made a
round. But
glorious contribution.
Valve, being Valve, has some interesting geometry. So you get, so your player model is not changing
We're not going to release this stuff into the wild
position,
until it's good and
but your
damn ready. So as
velocity
long
is
as you keep yourself in
going
top
up.
physical form,
And because your
you're always
velocity is
the
going up, it
eliminating
only pushes you
trend. I'm
downwards.
Dave
So you
Johnson,
need some
CEO
sort of glue.
Aperture
So you need
Science.
some way of getting
You
up,
might know
either with a
us as
portal or in
vital
this case blue
participant
gel.
in
You're going to see the second trick like that
the testing area is
in
just up ahead.
3
The
gels.
quicker you get through, the quicker
Yes,
you'll get
3
your
gels,
60
which is
bucks.
coming up.
Carolina, the compensation
That
That's
is
the
that's
last
the only
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
the
Last
last
map of
in chapter
Underground.
7.
Great job, astronaut.
Let's
or
get through
hero
that
and
first
or
try.
Olympic.
Very clean reportal. That's the only 2 places you can see the stock launch in
If you're
this
interested
game.
in an additional $60, flag down a test associate and let them know. You could walk
And
out
a
here
really
with
interesting glitch coming up now on Light Stray's side. I believe it's called multiple bounce. Yeah, it's that. You place blue gel, then you... Actually, I should say, all Portal 2 runners have jump bound to the scroll wheel, so that you can input frame
Thank you.
perfect jumps
I can't believe I'm
and body
thanking
help.
these people for staggering your way through
So
Aperture
you place
Science's
gel,
propulsion gel
place
testing.
gel,
You've
and then
made
while
some real
going through the portal,
contributions to
you
society
scroll,
for change, and for that,
which does like 6
humanity is
jumps in a
grateful.
row,
If you
and
had
then
any
you just get
belongings, please
flung
take
to the end of the
those
level.
now. We don't want old newspapers and sticks.
It's
Yeah,
not as precise as you think.
For many of you, I realize
Lad
that
is
you
doing
have
lemonade
an
skip now.
unprecedented windfall,
Speaking of
so
precise, here is a skip that was found last week.
Oh, I don't think
And
that line
saves-
is...
I don't know, Carolyn, what did you
Yeah,
do?
this skip saves about 25 seconds or something ridiculous. You do a super reportal with several fairly precise lineups in a row, and just saving it there.
I think that was third try or something. It's like... There
That's
was already like a lemon skip used before, but this one saves even more time because you don't have to go to the office part of conversion intro. So it's really nice.
And a quite simple strife gets us into 3 gels, the map I was just talking about, with the second and final stock launch in the game. Well, technically. There is also another way you can do it, but that's only in full game. It's only really full game viable. Because this mod speeds up so many things, it's not really worth doing in the mod. And here we have another really cool trick called Chub Bounce. Because this chub that Light Stray is bouncing on contains blue gel in it, that means the entire chub is bouncing. Because Valve, really. That is, again, pretty easy to learn. Getting onto the pipe is the real difficult part. Once you're on it, you just hold W and you're fine.
That part is not difficult, just getting on it. He got it like as the pipes were still moving, which is even more difficult.
For God's sake, your boxes with legs.
That the stray can PB
It's
this?
literally your only purpose.
I don't really
Walking
know
onto
what's
butt-
on
How
PB
can
phase.
you not do the one
Wait,
warmer?
what's his, what's
Warmer,
Light Stray's PB?
boiling hot.
His
'Cause,
PB is
we
a
did-
Okay,
3008,
ice
I
cold, you're
believe.
Arctic now. You're
No, he got
very
us sub
cold.
30 like
Very,
last
very
week or
cold.
something. It's 29.56, I want to
You
say.
have no idea what it's like.
Because we did mention before that
I
Kant
have
even
to
has the world
test
record,
all
I
the time.
believe with the
Or I get this
29.44.
itch. You know, it must be
M-Sushi, I
hardwired
think,
into
is
the
second.
system or something.
Definitely second in full game.
Oh, but design this test.
Oh no, we said Sushi is second in full game. In this mod, I think it's third or fourth.
Since making tests is so
Yeah, that has a 3008. He hasn't yet gotten a sub 30.
Okay, new tests. New
might be thinking of something else, I don't know.
Gotta be some tests.
But yeah, second place. So we have world record holder and number 2. They're both really good.
Yeah, unless Led messes up something in chapter 8 and 9, which are... I think they are probably the easiest chapters in the game, maybe except for chapter 1.
That's brand new.
Uh,
I think
Well,
Lad got this
well,
round.
chapter 8 has
wow.
weird chambers,
Well done.
especially with
Seriously,
CFG.
both of you. Why don't I-
Chapter 9, you basically can't mess up. It's that easy.
I'd love to help you solve the test.
Chapter 8, I wouldn't really say
Yes.
You're on your own.
it's that simple. Actually, speaking of the weirdness of Chapter 8, we have Correct Fly Glitch, which you can see Let Us Race doing right now. That is a funnel. That is a funnel glitch. It's actually also called funnel
Well
fly,
done.
whatever you want to do it. And you are that's performed by getting into a funnel, crouching, and then uncrouching.
I thought of some good
Then you
news.
can fly.
He's going to run out of test chambers.
Yep,
The-
you can
yeah, the
keep
fly
the fly a
mechanics
bit.
are quite
Don't
weird.
start yet, don't
Yeah,
start
the fly
yet.
mechanics are quite
You are not
weird.
gonna
You
believe
cannot
this. I
change
found a
your own
sealed-off
height
wing. Hundreds
for
of perfectly good
one.
test chambers.
So
Just
so if
sitting
you
there,
jump,
filled with skeletons,
you're
shook
screwed.
them out, good as new.
Yeah, because you don't stop unless you hit the ceiling of some
disappointing.
sort.
Yes, and while I just said that, Let Us Race did just throw the cube to the button, but because it was in the door, there's a slight frame around that, so the door actually pushes you down again.
Alright, so that last test
and
was
I didn't know
seriously
that's how you do
Apparently
that for a
being-
long time.
It's not enough. If I'm
Yeah, that-
such a
yeah, that
moron,
was not
why
something
can't
you
you
would think
solve a
about.
simple test?
And then Let Us Race now losing the Crash Fly glitch by entering a funnel for the second time. That's one way to do it. The other way is by letting go of
Oh,
crouch.
sorry.
or
Hope that
doing it
didn't
again.
disturb you too much then. It was the same.
Getting great
Yeah.
on first try as well. It's pretty good.
So
Pretty
that's what I was
good.
doing. Just reading.
That shot is
What was that?
tricky.
That was nothing. That was nothing.
Deceptively difficult, you'd say. That is a grate, and you can shoot a portal in there. As I've said before, because Valve. There's really no way of
Don't mind me,
explaining it.
just moving the old test chamber a little bit closer to me. I'd have thought maybe
And here we have-
proximity
here we
to
have
the
the
test
top box,
solving
I
might
believe.
give us
And a
stronger
lot
results.
of people, when practicing this map for the first time,
Oh, sorry, could have
go
Are you
too
absolutely sure you're
fast.
solving these
And
correctly?
actually go
yes, you
before the
solved
box.
it, but I'm wondering if
So you
maybe there's a
do
number
actually
of
need to
ways
slow
to solve
down
them.
to
Can you
catch the
pick your
box.
Yeah, the timing on it is what you need to practice on Stop the Box.
And according to chat, Let Us Race is
Have a
16
brainwave. I'm going to
seconds
take
behind
you
the
solving
world
these
record right
and
now.
then watch 10
So
at
you can
once.
definitely
Get a more
PB if you
concentrated
keep this
burst
up.
of science.
Yeah,
On a
PB is
related note,
possible.
I am going to need you to solve these 10 times as fast.
And
Anyway,
Candy
just give me a
is already
wave, would you,
red
before you
right
solve
now.
this one, alright? I don't want to
That's
spoil the
what
ending
I'm
for when I watch it
worried
later.
about.
Remember when I told you that he was specific?
Where's Let's Try on now?
It's on laser
this one.
platforms, so
Was
Okay.
self-destructing, already fixed.
this map is quite simple, save for the
Programmed in
ending.
one last tremor from
Normally
the
in full
ending.
game, at the end here there's a funnel, and normally in full game you would get into the funnel, but in speedrun mode, because the funnel is so fast, you just get into it, and because of how fast the funnel is, you can do that little maneuver where you exit it at a really high velocity and end up in that lagoon at the end.
Just getting a test ready.
Technically, that
for
trick is
you,
also possible
obviously.
in
Who else would I be doing it for? No one?
the base game, but yeah, you need Crash Fly to do that. It's a bit slower. Definitely possible though. I've done it literally once. It is not worth going for. Just do the regular strats.
Alright, he's not even trying to be subtle anymore. Or maybe he still is, in which case...
And let us try on the last
Only
map
3 more
of
chambers
chapter
to your
8.
big surprise.
Usually in this chamber we would keep Gradual Glitch into chapter 9.
Oh, that's tiring.
But like in the previous chamber, because the funnels are so much faster in this mod, it's not really worth doing. We only keep Gradual because these funnels are really
I'll
slow.
bet you're both dying to know what
Yeah.
your big surprise is.
But because
Well,
it's speedrun mode, they are
only
all
2
really
more
fast.
chambers.
So here you would have fly, now you just be up onto the fate plate.
Credit where it's due. For a little idiot built specifically to come up with stupid, unworkable
Actually, if you have the chance, look up the challenge mode or world record for this, because there's a really interesting cube dance we
don't
do
do
here.
that. Stand right here.
That is
Hello?
really only
What do you got?
challenge mode
No,
viable.
seriously, do come back.
It just
please.
looks
yeah.
really cool.
Please. Okay.
It just
look,
looks
I've
really cool,
decided I'm
that's
not
it,
gonna
really.
kill you. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, you were talking
Just
about
thinking back to
the
old times,
cube,
the old
using
days
the
when we
cube,
were
right?
friends, good old friends. Can't help but notice that you're not coming back.
And I just want to say,
I've got
shooting
an
those
idea.
two portals while in midair is nowhere near as easy as it looks, and it looks really difficult. So if you're not comfortable with this, just take 2 seconds, fire both portals, and then
Death
jump in.
trap. Did something break back there?
Very nice.
Oh, did it kill you?
Let us try.
That would be amazing if it killed
Let's
you.
go on final 2, and I believe
Hello?
this is the last crash fly of the
yes,
entire
oh,
game.
just had a brainwave. I'll be back. If you're
Yeah,
still
he's
alive,
gonna lose it
I'll
at
be
the end
back.
of
Don't
Finale
bring me
3.
back.
Yes.
And yeah, this is the last time he gets it.
We use the funnel here to skip a few turrets coming up right now, and that. Well, that's in final 2, and now in final 3. There's a few things we do, mainly just to skip some bombs, which is a bit easier. Using portals as a very minor optimization to save like 2 seconds. It's worth going for. It's definitely worth going for because it doesn't really lose that much time. Basically loses as much as it
Okay,
gains.
I'll take that as a no then.
And here, I believe, he's going for the regular game strats. One final funnel fly, and actually entering the funnel. Usually we would go all the way to where Let Astray is right now, then into the funnel to cancel the crash fly glitch. But again, because these funnels are so much faster, we did go in anyway, because it's just easier. Let Astray now on final 4.
Yeah, he entered it in 28:47, so that's gonna be a very low 30, which is quite incredible.
Yeah, this
Yeah, he
map,
never raced it.
this map is under 2 minutes, so yeah, Zybe just said 30:04 definitely possible. Let's hope Let Astray doesn't choke into this. Is getting a PB in a race like this is very good.
Yeah, especially as low of a freebie as he has.
And actually, he's just going for one bomb save. Usually you get
Warning.
in the full game. Usually you go for 2 bombs to get 2 cycles. But the cycles have of course been sped up in the mod, so you actually don't really need any of them, but you might as well do it. The first cycle is the only difficult.
Warning.
I mean, for these 2
Corruption
runners.
at 100%.
You have been a thorn in my side long enough.
Stalemate resolution.
His PB is not verified
Please
or
press the
something.
stalemate
Nice.
resolution button.
Oh, that's it.
30:06. That is a really good first race time.
So give Astray a point, and then we're getting Credit set up for round 2.
Yeah, I'll give him a point. +1. Okay, so Let Astray's PB is at 29:58. I guess he
I
just
thought
hasn't
56.
submitted it.
But yeah. Okay, so yeah, he does have a sub 30. And these are currently the only 2 people in the entire community to get this game in under 30 minutes. So yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
Right, apparently in a message in our Discord channel, the Portal 2 Speedrunners Discord, Kant even said, and I quote, "When Let Astray asked to move the match earlier, this is what I knew was going to happen. But I'm awake and alert now, and I will get a 29:30. Quote Kant even, right now.
He could. You know, his world record run doesn't have the new lemonade skip in it, so technically he could.
That's true, and actually, Lemonade Skip is basically the only thing holding him back. Because that's a 29:44 now, I believe. And lemonade skip, as opposed to lemon skip, is about another 10 seconds at most. Well, in the full game at least.
Yeah, I think it's the same in speedrun mode, because there is nothing slowing you down in full game. But
So yeah.
yeah, getting that time save and then having a perfect run on top of that is gonna be not easy.
Well, this is the world record holder and number 2 we're talking about, so skill isn't really a factor with these. It's more just nerves. And it appears Candivan is now practicing the skip he failed a few times last run. It's always good, it doesn't really lose us that much time, and it appears that both of them are ready right now.
Can't even is. I'm gonna count them down if Led is ready too.
Okay, cool. Give us a few seconds and then we're off for round 2.
Round 2, hopefully round 3 as well.
That will be good.
Okay.
In our Discord chat we have, let us straight, let me finish eating these cookies, please. Yeah, he's ready now, cool. So we'll start in a few seconds. And while we're waiting for round 2, I would just like to say, stay hydrated. So I've got some water here.
Oh yeah, me too. I never end up drinking any though.
Yeah, because between rounds is really the only time you have any time to drink. Because there's just so much going on in these games, in this mod at least. Give me a few minutes to get food, then we'll go for round 2. Might as well just open a window while I'm here as well. We are seeing a lot of support for Led Astray in the chat, which is always good. Not quite ready yet. Apparently Candivan is still getting food. That's allowed. Yeah, sure. Both runners are now ready. So, I guess Burger's giving the countdown. That's fine.
Oops, that's not the one.
5, 4, 3, 2, tilde. Yeah, sure, whatever. That works. And ready for round 2. Hopefully, in a few seconds, once the stream catches up. Ow! I just punched my desk. Ah!
Oof.
Damn it, that hurt. I'm a professional. No, I'm not. I'm in pain. Oh, that hurt a lot more than it should have.
The excitement is real.
Yes. I'm not even running.
Yeah, this is actually the semi-finals in the winners bracket for the tournament. So next up after this will be the grand finals, and whoever loses gets demoted to the losers bracket.
Hello, and again, welcome to the
I can't
Aperture
check
Science
the
Enrichment
bracket
Center.
while
The
I
portal will
really
open,
should.
and emergency testing will begin in 3, 2, 1.
I can check them after the run. Boom! Both runners off now. It appears the limit is like
Based
half
testing
a second
remains an
ahead,
important
but
tool
that
for
doesn't
science,
matter.
even in a dire emergency.
And
If
we did
cube
all
and
the
button-based
boring
testing
explaining
cause this
technical stuff in the first round, so this is just gaming.
If you
know,
feel
they get
liquid running
14s
down your
again.
neck, relax, lie on your back,
Consistency.
and apply immediate pressure to your temples.
Yeah, getting a
You are
14 in
simply
the first map
experiencing
is
a
like,
rare
you
reaction
know,
in which
not
the
a big
material
deal,
emancipation
but it's
drill
kind of
may
a
have
big deal.
emancipated the ear tubes
I mean,
inside your head.
personally, I get 19 reasonably consistently. So, yeah, in the first map,
Good.
there's that much
Because of the
difference.
technical difficulties we are currently experiencing, your testing.
So technically, my best is an 18.6.
If the Earth is
I'm
currently
bad.
governed by a manner of animal king, sentient cloud, or other governing body that either refuses to or is incapable
Actually,
of
let us try
listening
using
to us.
Fulbright in Portal Gun as well. Did not notice that last time.
You might be
Ooh,
using
actually-
Fulbright for the entire run, actually.
Yeah, could be. A lot of runners are doing that now. Weirdly,
Some emergency
weirdly
testing may
recently
require
in
prolonged
Cobra,
interaction with
game.
lethal military androids.
It's entirely personal
Rest
preference,
assured
so
that
we
all
allow
lethal
it. It's just something noteworthy. Actually, both runners missing the shot.
This next test is very dangerous.
Interesting.
To help you remain
I think it was
tranquil in the
just
face
Candy
of
last time.
almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed. In
Definitely,
3,
can't even definitely seems
one.
more warmed up now.
You have trapped yourself.
Definitely.
Congratulations.
That was like
the exit door is now open.
That was a really good from him. I'm lost for words. It's so good. That's quite a good smooth gas. Let us stray still in the green.
If the enrichment center is
After
currently
like a
being
minute and a half,
bombarded
that's
with
the same, I think.
fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space, please avoid unsheltered testing
So you might
areas
want to switch to
wherever a
manual
lack of
audio.
shelter from. Well done. The enrichment center reminds you
I
that
could
although
try, it doesn't
circumstances
say
may
if
appear
he
bleak,
has any
you
though.
are not.
Let me check.
What is the minimum
This next
possible
test
time
applies
up
the
to this
principles of
moment?
momentum
With
to
that, I
movement
assume
through
you mean
portals.
some of
If the laws of
best.
physics no longer apply to
I
if
believe
you are a
Candy Even's
non-employee
best
who has
is-
discovered this
is actually a
facility amid the
27.
ruins of
I'm not
civilization,
sure.
welcome.
You
And
need to go to
remember,
his
testing
live
is the
streams,
future, and the
twitch.tv/Candy
future
Even.
starts with you.
And let us try twitch.tv/ledman_stray.
Good work getting this far,
Or you can do
future starter.
exclamation mark R
That
in
said,
chat to get both runners to see their streams regularly. And
to
with
ensure
that,
that
I
sufficient power remains for
believe
core
Candy
testing
has a
protocols,
27 some
all
best,
safety devices
because,
have
you know,
been
you can't
disabled.
even.
The Enrichment Center respects your
He
right to
does
have
that.
questions or concerns about this policy.
I'm just gonna assume his audio is alright. Let's see.
Yeah, fine.
I switched it now. Oh yeah, his audio is
apparently
good.
it's not. So apparently the bot is not working. So that very smooth transition I just gave is completely useless. Oh, whatever.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the bot doesn't appear to work. Usually you're supposed to do exclamation mark R to get the twitch of both of the runners, and exclamation mark C to get the twitch of both the commentators, Burger and I. But apparently that's not working.
Oh,
So
that's
Twitch, fix your stuff.
unfortunate.
Yeah. You know, it
Anyway.
happens, it's fine.
These runners are neck and neck. Can't even miss that first time, but he's good.
And let us try getting it, and that's pretty much the gap that Can't Even had. At
Yeah,
this
they
level
are
of play-
neck and neck.
Yeah, at this level of play, that's pretty much the game over. Well, we're this early. That is pretty much let me rephrase that. That is a really big time loss. Reloading a trick
really
once.
let the place go since you killed me. Not
But of
bad.
course, it's very
I
early in the
forgot how
game,
good you were
and
at this.
actually Can't Even not
You should
quite getting
pace
that.
yourself, though. We
Still
have
not getting
a
that
lot
first
of
try.
tests to do.
I believe Legendary got that first try, so... Yeah, so relatively minor mistakes, like reloading a trick once, can lose
This
you a lot of
next
time
nest
if
involves
you're going up
discouragement
against either
redirection
world record
cubes.
holder or
I just
second
finished
place.
building them before you had your...
Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
well
Maybe not
done.
so much in
Here
these
come the
maps,
test results.
depending on how big you
You
mess
are a
up, but
horrible person.
especially in the
That's
later
what it
levels, you can lose
Yeah, because
a lot of time.
first of all, these
Don't
this is
let
chapter
that
1, so
horrible
A,
person
it's quite
can
early in the
discourage
game,
you.
and B, these
It's
chapters,
just a
these
data
chambers are
point.
meant to be quite
If
easy.
it makes you feel any better.
Yeah, you
Science
just want
has
to
now
get through these
validated your
early levels as quickly as you can without
Not on the
messing up, because
test.
they are not
And
exactly
You will
hard,
emerge
really,
from
so...
suspension.
Can't even getting the laser switch glitch on first try, unlike last time.
One moment.
Good job.
Yeah!
Laser overdue now.
You are navigating
They're
these
both
test
gonna do
chambers
Batmaker,
faster
so
than I can
this is
build
like the
them.
first
So feel free
hard
to slow down and
for
do
them
whatever
hard
it
trick,
is
probably.
I'll give you credit.
Well, no,
I
because they
guess
get a
you
first
are
try.
listening to me.
Yep.
But for the
Wetmaker
record,
is
you don't have to.
is a cube throw and a reportal in midair. That is a lot, in short.
This next test involves the Aperture Science aerial faceplate.
And here, if they turn around fast enough, if Can't even presses the button, that is, they can grab the cube midair and,
Oh
well,
no, can't even lose with the cube.
yeah, you would want to
'cause-
stop yourself with it, basically. Saves like
Yeah,
a second or two.
Because if you stop yourself, the player stops dead and the cube keeps going. So the timing for re-grabbing the cube is not tight, but certainly something you need to practice.
Let's see what the next test is.
Kinda like on
Advanced
Ricochet,
aerial faceplates.
when you
Yeah.
don't get the
Well,
panel
have
fling.
fun soaring through the air without a care in the world.
Yeah, I think this
I
one's a
had
bit
to live
easier
with a
because
wing
you're
that was
going in the
made
same
entirely
direction.
of glass and pick up
My opinion,
15
at least.
acres of broken glass by myself.
And both
Oh,
with a
sorry.
very
I'm
smooth
still cleaning out the test chambers.
map.
So
Why am I
sometimes
blanking
there's
on these
still
so much?
trash in them. Standing
Trust
I know, 'cause I've
around,
been playing
Trust
tag
link.
I've been playing tag for the
Try
past
to
few
avoid
days, so
the
I've
garbage
forgotten the
hurtling
42
towards
maps.
you. Remember before when I was talking
Yeah,
about
Trust filling,
stray
that's
garbage
the
standing
boring
around
map,
being
nothing
used?
interesting. Split Flings is a bit more interesting.
Did you know that people with guilty
Let the Stray missing the
consciences are
super
more easily
reportal.
startled by
This
loud
one is hard to
noises?
miss, or easy to miss, because
Yeah,
I
the
don't know
strafe
how
is
that
definitely
went
quite
wrong.
difficult.
Anyway,
Because you need
just
to
an
turn around
interesting
180
science
degrees
fact. Every
and then
test
go
chamber is
forwards.
equipped with an emancipation
And getting
grill at its
bumped on
exit,
the
so
elevator,
that test
which is
subjects cannot struggle.
certainly a bro moment.
9 seconds apart.
I
Let's
was
see
going
if
to
they
say
get
that's quite a
the
lot,
test
but this is
involves
chapter 1, so
emancipation
anyone game
Remember,
really.
I told you about them in
Yeah,
the
you know,
last
maps
test
like
area,
Cave
but they
Johnson
don't
and
have one.
Repulsion Intro can equal the field,
Either equal the
Easily.
field or make the gap a lot bigger.
or that.
One or the other. Because one or the other, and these first maps are, well, basically nothing. You just kind of do them. What was Letter Straight doing? I think he strafed just far too early there. There we go.
Oh my god, he's so good at
Look
that.
you, sailing through the air majestically, like
Grabbing the
an
cube
eagle, piloting a blimp.
And
without...
that reportal.
Yeah.
Because that reportal is really weird. You
Enjoy
first
this
need to
next
look
test.
90 degrees
I'm
and then
going to
fire
go
a
to the
portal.
surface.
While
It's
bunny
a
hopping, I
beautiful
should say.
day out. Yesterday
So that
I
is
saw it beam.
really
If you
quite a
solve
difficult
this
trick.
next test, maybe I'll let you
Can do
ride
with
an
another
elevator all
reportal.
the way up to the break
Yeah,
room.
well, as we said last
And
run,
I'll tell
the
you
only
about the time I saw a
major
deer again.
change.
Aye, he missed
Elevator
that.
all the way up to
Oh,
the break
that's a
room.
big F.
And
What
I'll
is
tell
it
you about the
doing?
time I saw a deer again.
Gets it second try.
Well,
Oh,
Yeah, not
the
getting it
control.
first try kinda
I didn't see
sucks,
the deer
because it
again.
loses a lot of time to reload, because you have to reload at a much... Like, you can't just reload while you are going for the panel fling.
These bridges are made from natural light that I pump in from the surface. If you
Bridge
rub the
intro
cheek on
is
one,
certainly
it
a
would be
map.
like standing
Not gonna talk
outside
about
with
that.
the sun shining on your face. It would also
And
set
here we're
your
gonna
hair on
see
fire,
yet
so
another
don't actually do it.
thing that can't even. Yes, there we go. Finally,
So
So you
don't
didn't
can't
get
actually
it.
even
do it.
misses the.
Excellent.
That's number
So
2.
don't actually
And
do
you can
it.
see Lighter Straight is casually plopping on the
Excellent.
button.
You're a
And
predator,
is now there.
and
Now
these
the recall.
tests are your prey.
So Can't even was like 10 seconds ahead. Missed that trick twice.
Good news.
Now there.
I figured out
equal,
what to do with all the money
basically.
I saved recycling your
Actually,
one
looking at that
room full
time,
of
it's
air.
kind of even slightly
When you die,
behind.
I'm going to laminate your skeleton and
But,
pose you in the lobby. That
for the
way
video, they're
future
pretty much equal.
generations can learn from you how not to have. Well
Okay,
done.
they both get that
In
first try,
fact,
which
you
is
did so well. I'm going to note this
nice.
on your file in the commendation section.
I don't do that trick myself, but I believe the order is
This
reportal,
next
grab
test
the cube in
involves
midair,
turrets.
and then
You
jump
remember them, right? They're the
to,
pale
to
spherical
get the
things
bunny
that
up to
are
keep
full
your
of
speed.
bullets.
So that is a
Yeah.
lot of things to
That's
do
you
in 2
5
seconds.
And you have to hold right so you don't hit the wall. The way.
That's true, that is a lot of buttons you need to press in about 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, that took a while for me to learn for sure. It wasn't very easy.
I don't even do it.
Cycle, I simulate daylight at all hours,
Yeah, it saves
and
like
add a
10,
dream of
15
vapor to
seconds,
your
so
oxygen
not a whole
supply.
lot.
So you may be confused
It's
Yeah,
kind of a lot,
time.
but not that
The
much.
point is, yesterday was your birthday.
And getting laser switch glitch first try.
That
Let's see, let's
jumpsuit you're
try.
wearing
Again,
looks
first
stupid.
try.
That's not
That's
me
not particularly
talking.
difficult, but
It's
it
right
is
here in your
certainly
file.
difficult to do
On
fast.
other people, it
Because
looks
you
fine.
need to
But
fire
right
portals
here, a
while walking to
scientist
the
has
door.
noted that on you
To do it
looks
fast, I
stupid.
should say.
Well, what does a neck-bearded old engineer know about fashion? He probably... I'm going through the list of test subjects in cryogenic storage.
So let's see, 9:24 versus 9:19.
I have a
5
surprise
seconds
waiting
lead
for
for
you
Let
after
Us
this
Stray.
next test. Telling you would spoil the surprise.
Pretty good.
So I'll just give you a hint. It involves meeting 2 people you haven't seen in a long time.
Laser versus turrets is, yeah, again, quite an easy one. It is easily possible to not fry all 4 turrets, so that can definitely lose you a few seconds if you don't get all of them. Which has happened to me, which has happened to all of these runners a lot.
Yeah,
Like, you
probably.
fry 3 because 2 are basically in front of each other,
Doesn't say what the prize was
so you have to wait and then
Well,
bunny
I
hop
know it wasn't for
faster.
being immune to neurotoxin. I bet you think I forgot about your surprise.
For
I
the
didn't.
rugs, nothing special.
fact, we're
The only
headed
real trick is timing a bunny hop a bit early on the elevator so you can go through the door a bit quicker. That's the only real trick.
I
And
made
a
it all up.
10:07 versus, I think that's a 10:12
Surprise.
is 7 seconds.
Oh, come on.
Bit
If
of
it
a
makes
bigger
you
lead.
feel any better, they abandoned you at birth. So I very seriously doubt they'd even want to
He
see you.
did not kill the turret. Oh,
No, what are you
Oh, come on.
doing?
If it
he
makes
for.
you feel any
Ooh, that's a
better,
bad
they
save.
abandoned you at birth.
Forgot to
So
kill
I
the
very
turret and
seriously doubt they'd
save.
even
Yeah.
want to see you.
Weirdly, this game does not have near. This game does have autosaves, but nowhere near as many as you think it does. That has caught me. That has caught basically every
Well,
runner
you
at some
know
point.
the old formula. Comedy equals tragedy plus time. And you have
Okay.
been asleep for a while.
If he
Well,
can,
it's
if Kent even can do this perfectly, he could save a second or 2 over Let Us Stray.
Yes, because this rotor can't even be doing it is faster, but also way more difficult.
He's getting the time save
I
though,
thought
so
about our dilemma,
good for him.
And I came up with a
Hell yeah, that
solution
is 5 seconds. That is definitely something he needed at this point.
Federal
A
regulations
11:06
require me to warn you that
versus I
this
think that was
next test
11.
chamber
11:18 or something. I don't know.
Good. That's
Yeah,
right.
thereabouts.
The
It's like
facility
12
is
seconds of
completely
difference.
operational again.
Triple laser. This is a very good map. I just want to say.
I've got a
Very,
surprise
very nice.
for you after this next
Oh
Uh,
yeah, I
the
like
quiz-
it too.
Not a fake, tragic
Yes, it is a good
surprise
map.
like last time.
On to
Unreal
Jailbreak.
surprise.
No, you've seen this
with
before. The
tragic-
only real.
What's going on?
Run, I don't need to do the voice.
Actually, I should talk about this trick. What they're doing now is Let Us Stray was loading was activating the bridge a few seconds earlier than you're supposed to, because in the base game at least, there's a Wheatley talks for a bit and then opens the bridge.
The irony is you were almost
Saves a
at the
few
last
seconds in
test.
the base game, but not that much in the mod. Can't even actually getting the Stabber second try. Let's try
Yeah,
first
and
try.
Let got it first try, so
Yeah, 12:01 versus 12:14. That is a bigger gap than there was before.
and they're both gonna do the same strat here, apparently. So
We did see Candy practice this just before this round, I should say. So
it
should
is certainly
quickly get a first
easier
try.
than the old speed strat that was used before.
Ah, brilliant! You made
Lotus
it.
Ray gets a
Well done.
first try,
Okay, follow
and
me.
Candy Even
We've
also
still
gets a
got work
first
to do.
try.
At least you
So
can't touch
they're
that
still
button.
equal.
Ooh.
Although Candy
They
Even
are
is
so
slightly,
good.
Candy Even is slightly
They
further
say that
ahead.
the old
I believe that
caretaker
just
of this
because
place
he has
went
faster load
absolutely
times.
crazy. Chopped up his entire staff of robots.
Yeah, something I
Remember
should
robots?
mention.
They
If you
say
don't
at
know
night you can still
specifically
hear the
Portal speedrunning
screams
and most
of their
PC games,
replicas. All of them
most PC
functionally
games have a
indistinguishable.
load remover or an
No
auto splitter.
memory of the incident.
That is to have everyone play at the same level. Because if you have a better PC, you will have faster load times and therefore a faster time for completing the game. So pausing the timer while the level is loading makes it a lot more fair for everyone, regardless of what you're running on. So I think
Yeah.
just due to that, Can't Even is now slightly ahead, even though his timer is behind.
Well, he entered that at 36. Led got a bad panel cycle earlier in the level, so he lost a lot of time because of it.
And going in with a 32. Ooh, that is a lot closer than I thought it was, actually. And actually, with the slight route change in Turret Factory, I think Cat Even's gonna pull ahead now. Because the pancake shots is about 10 seconds or so versus the turret strats.
Thank you very much. See that scanner out there?
Uh,
It's deciding
Well,
which
they
turrets
are
to keep and
not
which
that
to
much
toss, and it's
different,
using that-
but he did get that really quickly, so he
Well, yeah,
maybe saved the second relay. So
Well, yeah, in the speedrun mod, it's not that much, but in the base game, it is more. There's like weekly dialogue and stuff.
That did not
oh yeah, in
help.
the base game you definitely don't want
And
to use the
14
turret
potato
route.
batteries. Embarrassing. I mean, I realise they're children, but still, you know, low
And a movement heavy section at the end, which can catch a lot of runners off guard.
Okay, let's try this
Because
one.
you can
Alright,
actually
now,
bunny
you
hop
can't use
too fast and then get locked into a certain direction.
Yeah,
I'm not quite
and
sure if you
or,
can.
or
Yeah, I'm
get
not quite sure
stuck
if you can
immediately.
see it in the top left corner, but there's a number for velocity, the speed of the player, and if that goes above 300 numbers, then you cannot change your direction while in midair. And especially on long straight sections, when these runners are rail boosting, that is quite easily achievable. And as an
Can't even got
light-
that shot through the door. That was very nice.
Oh yeah, that door is just not solid because reasons. You can just shoot through it.
Yeah, in speedrun mode again it doesn't save as much time, but the way he did it, it definitely saved him like a second or two.
Definitely worth going for because it's quite easy. Once you know the lineup at least. Back to the core, and the only real difference here is getting the
Not so fast.
panel skip. Don't actually know the name for it. Yep, got a first try. That's really the only difference. That's the only major trick you're going to see in this chamber. It's just bunny hopping, do a thing, and then more bunny hopping.
So, Ledestray is somehow 8 seconds ahead now. I'm not sure what happened.
Me neither.
um,
I was paying more attention to Can't Even. Anyway. Underground, a very movement-heavy section. And yeah, again, another trick is this long shot. There's
yeah,
a
it's just a
portable
long
surface.
shot.
Yeah, portable surface on the wall. Actually, on the floor, excuse me. Which you can just barely shoot from there. It does skip quite a reasonable amount of time, about 20 seconds of just straight bunny hopping. That's worth learning.
Oof. Led is not having a good time.
Ooh, and actually Can't Even also had some trouble with those portals. But both runners missing it. Let's see how they do on Cave Johnson. This first try for Can't Even. Yeah, they've done it a million times, so it should be relatively easy for these runners.
There you go. $17-14.
All right, let's get started. This first test
It's
involves
close.
something the lab boys
Might
call
be
repulsion
equal
gel.
after
You're
this.
not part of the control
Yeah,
group,
might
by
actually
the
be
way.
equal. I'm
You
gonna
get the
say
gel.
say
Last four son of a gun's got blue
17-12.
paint.
You know what?
Oh,
Well, never
they're
mind.
both
That
sides
goes out the
did
window. He
have
just had to reload a
broken
save.
rebone
So
slings. Tragic,
I'm
but
gonna
it's
say
the
Letter
way.
now behind.
Or so I'm told.
Can't even get me the door stuck. It's not something you really need to do. You can also use that cube. It only loses, well, the time for the cube, which is about 5 seconds. And
Whoa.
not getting cube clip, he is definitely going to go for it. I know that. Getting it third try, fourth try, number 5. Hell yeah. Fifth
Let
try,
it
that is
get the button stuck.
That is, yeah, getting that cube clip 5th try is definitely something Letter needed. That's going to save a bunch of time.
Oh, in case you got covered,
Especially because he's
repulsion
not doing
gel,
cube
here's
clip.
some advice the lab boys
Yeah,
give.
especially because Cube
Do
Clip
not get covered
Junior,
in repulsion
which
gel.
is what Kent even does, it saves not that much time, like 2 seconds.
All
No,
these
not
science
really.
beers are
Most,
made
really.
with asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry
If
cough,
you're
or
confident for
I
it,
think
then, you know, go for it, but
that's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say
that's
the
all.
symptoms of asbestos poisoning to a median latency of 44.
Ooh, I was in trouble with his
I like
portals.
your style.
Getting a very nice reportal though.
Just a heads up, that coffee we
And
gave you
shoot him
earlier
in the
had
floor.
some calcium in it, so we can
Nice.
track the neuronal.
Let's see what they end the timers on at this chamber. Can't even at
Now, if you're part of
1853.
control group Kepler 7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the
what
size
was
of
that
a
strat?
postcard into your skull. Most likely
Oh,
you
let us
forgot
try.
it's even there. But if it
I
starts
believe he's ahead by a
vibrating
few
and beeping
seconds.
during this next test,
By
let us know.
reasonable
Yeah,
amount of time
he's
actually.
It's about to hit
definitely
500
13
degrees, so
seconds.
we're gonna need to go ahead and get
Yeah,
I
so-
guess Kent even lost a lot of time in repulsion intro.
Yeah, cube clip,
like I
definitely.
was
So that
saying.
was 53 versus 39. Fair bit of time actually. And but that was just a bit
Ooh,
too
did
much
he
speed going for.
Did Kent
Too
even
much speed
save
going
while
for.
getting stuck?
I believe he did.
That's not how you save.
That is not a good save. And yeah, he's just gonna give up
Ooh.
and just redo it. That
That's
was
gonna
a
lose a
very
lot of
bad
time.
save.
Oh, did you see that? Let us try miss the elevator. But he had a good save,
No.
alright.
He did have a good save. Okay. At least he can. I think that actually might have been autosave. I'm not quite sure.
No,
But that
I'm
was
pretty sure the game doesn't auto save up there. That would be weird.
I don't know.
Congratulations. The simple fact that you're standing here
But
listening to me
yeah,
means you've
getting
made a
in
glorious
to it's definitely 30 seconds ahead now. And I believe he's still green, or he's purple in his case. I need to check after potatoes.
damn ready, so as long as you keep
I
yourself
believe
in top
Letterstray is
physical
green
form,
at the moment.
there'll always be a limo waiting for you. Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture
Pressure
Yeah,
got
just-
to him. Yeah, let me pause. I've never used this feature, but now is the good time to do it.
The testing area is just up ahead. The quicker you get through, the quicker you'll get your $60. Carolyn, are the
Well,
compensation
Hazza,
boxes-
those maps are really the point everyone chokes. So it's not really on him.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
Those are just hard maps. Well, apart from Cube Clip, which is an interesting strategy, let's say. Both runners failing the reportal a few times, although
I just paused Can't even stream, that's why he's not moving.
oh yeah, sure. And possibly my favorite trick in the entire game. I don't know why, but I just like it so much.
Great job, astronaut, war hero, and or Olympian.
Okay, it needs
Getting
a
the
little
stuck
more.
on first try.
16.
If you're interested in an additional $60, flag down a test associate and let them know.
And actually, no, I was wrong. Letterstray is now in red, but his colors are different than mine, so that's why I didn't quite recognize it. Anyway, let it. What am I saying? Lemon skip, lemonade skip, should say specifically. There is a difference between the two. Lemonade
Yep.
skip is better. That's all I know.
Everyone will tell you that.
With a That was a strafe, let's say. Getting some pretty good doors. And that shot.
For staggering
Not as
your way
difficult as
through
you think.
Amateur Science's propulsion gel testing, you've made some real contributions to
One clean
society for
strafe,
change,
and then
for
he's
that,
into 3 gels.
humanity is grateful. If you had any belongings, please pick them up now. We don't want old newspapers and sticks cluttering up the building. For many of you, I realize $60 is...
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like after again out of chapter 7, and Kent even is already quite behind. So, and he's not getting the lemonade skip, so he has to rely on lead messing something.
Actually, how far ahead are they? Oh, it's not 30 seconds, that was...
No, lead is like already
1
finished
minute.
with 3 jars, and that's like a minute long map. Yeah, looks like Kent even decided to forfeit this match. He's not feeling the race this early.
Yeah, he's definitely having some trouble with a few maps. Cube throw goes perfect. That just doesn't look fun.
I guess we should wait for Lad to finish unless he doesn't want to finish, because I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I don't know if he's on good pace.
I mean, he's in the red, but I don't think he's red by that much. Well, he's just thinking whether or not he actually wants to quit. His timer's paused, so technically he can still go if he really wants to. But it's on him. You may want to switch the audio back to Let Us Ray if you haven't done it already.
Good idea.
See both of you. Why do I? Why do...
'Cause now
I'm
it's way
gonna
behind.
actually ping him just to ask if he wants to finish this.
Not sure if he has Discord open at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's... Okay, he might not.
Well, he's doing a thing, of course. It's actually pretty close to the end.
Oh,
Let's say
yes.
5 minutes.
Well
Yeah,
done.
So we're gonna watch, or we might watch Let Us Ray finish this run and then just call it. Yeah, it does appear we can't even splitting, which, you know, that's on him.
Coming!
I
Don't
really
start
can't say
yet! Don't
anything
start
about
yet!
that.
You are not going to believe this. I found a sealed-off wing. Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers just sitting there, filled with skeletons. Shook them out, good as new.
Yeah, you need more practice than, 5 minutes before a race for sure.
Disappointing.
Yeah, that's... I think I said this before, but that's being quite common with the America versus Europe races. Just the time difference, really.
Alright, so that last test was seriously disappointing. Apparently, being it's not enough! If I'm such a moron, why can't you solve
Kent even is not out of the tournament though, so he definitely
No, he
has
isn't.
a chance to redeem himself.
We still have the losers bracket for the semifinals, so he's definitely got at least one more. Yeah, can't even split.
What was that? There was
You can see it in the
nothing!
chat.
There was nothing!
We'll just finish this. We'll let Let Us Stray finish his run, and then call it. He's already won. He's got
Don't
1
mind me,
point.
just
and
moving the old test chamber a little bit
Yeah, the
closer to me.
Forfeit,
I
I should say.
had a thought maybe proximity to the test solving might give us stronger results. What was that? Oh, sorry, could have sworn. Are you absolutely sure you're solving these correctly? I mean, yes, you solved it, but I'm wondering if maybe there's a number of ways to solve them, and you... Have a brainwave. I'm going to tape you solving these, and then watch 10 at once. Get a more sort of concentrated burst of science. Oh, on a related note,
yeah, you're going
I
to
am
see
going to
this
need
in
you to
chat.
solve these 10 times as
You're going to
fast.
see it in chat
Anyway,
now.
just give me a wave
The
with you
lemonade
before you
skill
solve
can't
this one,
even
alright? I don't want to
actually
spoil the
forfeit it
ending for
on,
when I watch
so
it later.
that's Lettuce Ray did. Has been found last week, so there's still quite a lot of room for improvements. At least room for practice for the runners. So because that trick is so new, there aren't many people who are comfortable doing it.
Programmed in one last tremor.
Many people who are comfortable doing it.
Like 1 or 2 more tremors in there, just for fun. Alright, still nothing, let's keep moving. Sorry, I let him keep his job, I'm not a monster. Might as well, give you the tour. To your left, you'll see some lights of some kind. Don't know what they do.
It is sad to see such a good player leave the tournaments, or at least leave this one match, I'd say. Can't even has at least one race. At least one race.
Getting
I'm not quite sure
test
who
ready
with.
for you, obviously. Who else
At
would I be doing
least
it for?
one
No
more
one.
race for Jack even, and well, at least one more race for Lettuce Ray. So they both have a few more races in them.
Ready for you, obviously. Who else would I be doing it
And
for?
Lettuce
No
Ray
one.
just going a bit too far to the left on that. Because that trick is really difficult, just that strafe. Because you need to turn 180 degrees and then strafe. So that is basically just a flick, and flicking you miss it.
Alright, he's not even trying to be subtle anymore. Or maybe he still is, in which case, wow, that's kind of...
Only 3 more chambers to your big
Final
surprise.
Chapter 8. You've seen this before. It's fairly simple.
Oh, that's tiring.
Actually, quite an interesting
So, he's
lineup.
inexplicably
Led
happy
just
all
did.
of a sudden, even though he should be going
Shooting
down this line with
shooting a portal on the far end, because the blue portal is supposed to go to
I'll
the
bet you're
far
both
left of the
dying
panel,
to know
so
what
that the
your
funnel
big
does not actually go
surprise is.
through
Well,
it. Usually
only
that second
2
portal
more
just to see if
chambers.
he got it, really.
Surprise! We're
Again, that's a
doing it
tiny
now.
personal.
Okay,
Going into final one,
against you for a little
you've already seen this, it's not really that difficult of a map, it just takes a while.
That was a pretty well laid trap. Well,
No, don't do that. Hello. This is the... Where'd you go? No, seriously, do come back. Please, come back, please. Okay, look, I've decided I'm not going to kill you. Okay? Oh, just thinking back to the old times, the old days when we were friends, good old friends. Can't help but notice that you're not coming back. You just did... Oh, I've got an idea. Yeah! Ha! Death trap!
That was Pete typing something, I'm not sure how loud my keyboard is, so he may have picked it up.
Oh, did it
They're
kill
sending a
you?
message in on this
That would be
channel.
amazing if it killed you.
Which, if you're interested in running Portal 2 or any Portal 2 mods as well, we have a Discord channel, the Portal 2 Speedrun Discord server. It should technically there's a bot that should give the channel invite, but for some reason that's not working. It's got a pretty self-explanatory name, Portal 2 Speedrun server. That has, of course, Portal 2, this mod, and also a load of other mods for Portal 2, as well as just, your random Discord channels. Like, I think we have Food as well, which I don't really check that much. It is a pretty good place. And there's also Portal 1, if of course you want to run that. They are basically 2 completely different games in terms of speedrun tech.
then 10 years in the chamber I built where all the robots scream at you.
Yeah, it's called dinner
Okay, I'll
posting,
take that as a no then.
where you post your dinner. I don't know. I personally don't really check it that much, but it's just the random Discord stuff everyone has. And Lettuce Ray, just barely not missing that funnel, going into funnel 4.
Corrupted cores, we're in luck. You find a way to stun him, I'll send you a core.
I'm gonna say
and you
Led's
attach
gonna
it
get
to it.
a
If we do it a few times, plug me
30-20.
in. Look, even if you think we're still enemies, we're enemies with a
No,
common
I'm gonna say a 30-40.
You like revenge, right?
I don't think he's gonna get a 31.
Let's
So.
go.
Although now I say that, this map, in the mod at least, is just under 2 minutes. So, yeah, I retract that he is going to get a 31 minute run.
Core up near the catwalk. Grab it and attach it to him.
Warning. Core corruption at 50%.
With the preserved bombs, you can skip a cycle, and that's it. That does save a lot more time in the regular game. Because these cycles for really
Warning.
happens better.
Core corruption at 75%.
Second floor, this straight.
Here's another core. This one should do it.
Whales are twice as
Warning. Core corruption at 100%.
You have been a thorn in my side long enough.
Stalemate resolution associate. Please press the stalemate resolution
Gets
button.
mud shots. I believe he does. I believe he would. 30 is where you shoot them in early. And that is a 3107 from Led Astray. That, I guess, is 2 for 2, because really sorry to hear it. Hello. Oh, you're already here.
What? You thought I was already here?
Yeah, it's just me. So, Led Astray wins 2 for 2.
Yes. Oh wait, let me put his time in the spreadsheet. What did he get?
3107.
795.
Second race.
Wow, yeah, I definitely had the potential to beat that, but the game didn't let me. So
I was saying that that because Lemonade Skip is so new, there have been a lot of developments on than just that one skin.
yeah, I didn't know about the new setup.
Yeah, 'cause
Like Sigma,
Little
I had
was on.
no, I had not even heard about it. How's it going?
Hey, lad.
Well,
Good job
Hi.
on the win.
thank you.
Wow, actually, more people predicted Lead to win than me. How? I mean, I guess they're right. But...
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're correct.
All right, let me see what the bracket says is next.
Well, we don't know yet, because the losers bracket is a bit behind.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just behind because there's just more matches. But the submit scores button is broken. It's just not doing anything. So
Yeah, it's
Let
not-
Astray is going to be playing with the winners of the losers bracket, which hopefully is going to be me, but can never know for sure. All right. So I lost 96. Okay, so I'm going to be playing like Betsun or Sushi probably.
Yeah.
And then, like, if I win those, it'll be me versus Lead, which is exactly how it went last time, actually.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
this
then
tournament.
you have to win. You have to win twice as well.
Yeah, 4 times.
Oh man.
Did we also
That's
meet in
that's a lot
the
of ball too.
semifinals?
No, I think we met earlier because you were lower seated.
Oh.
Let me check something real quick.
And actually, Astray, we did have a lot of support for you in the chat during the first and now second runs. There was a lot of, well, there was a lot of Russian in the chat. That's really all I can say. No idea what it said, but I hope it's good.
Yeah, it's probably good.
Big support coming out.
Nice. It's always good.
Спасибо.
So, can we play like a little later next time? I know it's already like late for you, but and part of this is on me, but like I had like gotten up early both Friday and Saturday. And then so I just took this day to just okay, I'm sleeping. And I got up at like 10:30 or maybe later even, I don't know. And I took a shower and I got back out. And on my phone, Led Astray was like Discord message like, "Are you here?" I'm like, "Oh no."
Yeah, we've seen a lot of America versus Europe matches.
Yeah,
over that.
I've seen like all my matches have been in the beginning. Like Burger 40 is European, right?
Yep.
Then Lathel, right? Then Haza was like Australian or something. Sushi was here, but almost all my matches have been European early
British.
morning, and I don't like it.
Yeah, actually, I believe Zaipe also had some issues with the timing. But might have been the other way around. He left early.
Oh,
Okay,
well, there's
goodbye.
Sushi versus Zaipe. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that match got delayed by a day.
Wait, Zoroark, how did you... Oh, you're talking... You told Bets. Okay, well,
Yeah, well,
I don't know. Is that all?
That was the race.
I understand why people forfeit now. Because, like, if the game does you that dirty, like, it's so demoralizing.
yeah, one can only hope it doesn't happen to them.
I really don't want to sound mean, but Led Astray did also have some issues in the first run as well. So at least both the runners had got by the game. Well, it's not all on you. That means anything.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is
Secondary there.
this is my redemption arc. This is where it begins.
The second race, I was really mad. Like I was swearing at myself.
How do you think I felt? It's the first time I had been genuinely angry at a game in, like, months.
Wow.
Well, actually, no, I played Portal 1 the other day.
Oh yeah,
there's
that's good.
reasons to be
Just
angry.
resets.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm heading out. So,
Yep.
see y'all.
Congratulations to the runners.
Yeah.
Check out the race later today. It's gonna happen at... When was it? 6 p.m.?
6, I think. Eastern time in America, which is I
Five,
think, in about an
5 actually.
hour. Oh, 5. So that's in about an hour from now, I think. I don't
Yeah,
know,
that's
I'm in Europe.
between Malin and Alice. Check that race out, and yeah, that's about it.